We all got some pretty exciting news in yesterday's live stream talking about the new update that's going to be coming out soon, and that is referring to the patch notes that is going to be coming out in the next update. One of those features is going to be the buff of the 223, but the question a lot of people have is it going to be better to use the 223 that's stronger or wait for the 22250 to come out and buy that? Like, what's going to be the difference? Why would you use a 223 or why would you use a 22250? Well, I'm going to talk about that in today's hunt. So basically, here's what it's going to come down to. We got a beautiful whitetail buck out there, quite a ways out. In fact, he's 460 yards. Now, the AR-308 can definitely take down this buck, but it's probably not going to have as much penetration as the 7mm. In fact, I know it's not going to. And what it's going to do is we're going to get a single lung versus a double lung shot that could potentially drop this buck on the spot. That's going to be the difference versus the 223 compared to the 22250. The AR-223 is going to get a lot more shots off faster than the 22250, but the 22250 is going to have more knockdown power than the AR-223, or of course the 223. So I feel like that's kind of the difference. You know, in a case like this, where you really want as much knockdown power as possible, especially if the buck's quartering at a slight angle, just like this one is here, you're really going to want to have kind of the highest power caliber rifle that you can use for that animal. All right, so here we go. 460 yards. And we're going to be using the 7mm. This is what this thing's made for. You see that? That is why you're going to want to use the 22250 versus the AR-223. That is why. Other than that, you can use either one. They're both going to work just fine. But I'll tell you what, we are not going to have any track job on that buck. Oh my God, there's a freaking giant out there. 450 yards. Dude, there was another big buck in there. We never even saw him. We're going to try and go prone and see if we can't line up on this second buck here. He's up on top of that ridge. There he is. He's slowing up. I'm out of breath, or I would have taken that shot. It had potential. It had potential. I don't think we're going to get it, though. I'm pretty sure we probably got an intestine hit. Nonetheless, it should take down that buck, but then again, that buck was so far out that we may have actually gotten a vital. Yeah, actually, we were holding a little bit right, I believe. And the wind is pushing wide left. Okay, seriously, deer, where is this deer calling from? Apparently, we got mule deer right on top of us here. And yeah, exactly. I kind of want to blame these mule deer for us messing up that shot, because these mule deer, or that mule deer, is really starting to bother me. Here's the first buck. That was 450 yards as well. Here's the second one. 460 yards. Look at this. Here's the rest of that herd of whitetail. And as you can see, the giant buck is no longer visible. That is because he's already smoked and he's down. In fact, we're going to mark that location where we took that shot, and I do believe it was right there. Yep, that's exactly where he was. And yeah, in this case here, that's where you're gonna want to pull out something really quick, which would be the AR, and there he is, about 280 yards out, but we're pretty high up, so we shouldn't have... Got him. And yeah, that's kind of when you're going to want to pull out the AR-308 or something faster versus having a lot more power and kinetic energy. Because in this case here, it's just not necessary. You just want to get as many shots off as accurately as possible and as effectively as possible. But then again, you got a situation like this where you got a decent buck out there at a good range, and you really want to get, you know, that knockdown power and the kinetic energy to be able to pull off the shot. So again, we'll go for a shot with the 7mm at about 350 yards. And there you have it. That buck should be smoked. And it is. The mule deer are a little bit tougher than the whitetail, so they are in fact going to still go a good little ways versus the whitetail, but you got something that's going to take them down very quickly and effectively. All right, let's pick up this muley here real quick that we took with the AR-308, 300 yards, and test and shot 160. Now let's go over here and get these two beautiful whitetail bucks. The one went down right away, and the other one probably went a good ways because the percentage actually didn't even drop at all. But we hit something. We definitely hit something. All right, here's our big whitetail. We took at 460 yards. Exactly, 460 yards. There's our shot, a little bit high actually, but still got right lung, and he didn't go 30 yards before he piled up with a single lung hit and a 7mm. There we go. So if you took that same shot with the AR-308, that thing would have ran probably 100, 150 yards, and you'd have yourself a little track job. It still would have taken him down, just not quite as quickly. But I'm not seeing any blood. We got blood. That's a non-vital. No, that is not a non-vital hit. That's blood rate medium. What in the heck did we hit? No organs hit, but blood rate medium. Did we get a spine shot on this thing? Holy, we may have gotten a spine shot. I don't know what else we would have hit to be able to get that percentage drop like that. And here lays our second biggest whitetail buck. Oh, that is one heck of a rack. Holy, that's one heck of a rack. We're going to call from a coyote over there, which is going to be awesome when we get the power of the 223 fixed. Spine shot at 450 yards. Just over the top of the lung. And almost made a neck shot as well. Look at that shot. I'm talking just barely grazed the spine, or that thing was going right for dead center neck, and that thing would have dropped right on the spot. What a heck of a shot. Almost perfect. But it was a great looking buck. Let's see what he's going to score. And it's going to be a 216. Nonetheless, it still took him down really quickly. All right, let's go over here and pick up our second muley that we got. This thing was about 350 yards, and there is a perfect shot. Shoulder blade and lung at 386 yards. Look at that shot. Just nicked the edge of the shoulder and still got lung there. Maybe was a touch bit forward, but still great looking buck as well. And that should be a 190. There we go. And would you look at that? We got a coyote out there 150 yards out on the run. And until we get the power of the... Ooh, hold up. There's actually a decent sized buck out there. Dude, that should have been a headshot. It looked perfect. There goes the buck. Let's see if we can't find the coyote. Holy, there goes the coyote. That thing is absolutely hauling. And we did not quite connect. I do believe we did hit him once, though. But I'm still confident. Oh, right over him. There's a doe there. She almost distracted me. He's hit. He's hit again. 50% health. He's going down. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? I lost him. All right. Did he go down? No, he did not. So I guess to answer your question, yes, the 22-250 is going to be better than the 223 if you're taking a still shot. There are a ton of bucks out here, but nothing that I'm overly impressed with, aside from maybe that one there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The 22-250 is probably going to be your choice. Probably. But anyways, on that note, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you guys are going to choose for your practical firearm. So when it really comes to it, I guess what you're going to want to do is just take down the rifle that you feel most comfortable with in order to take the certain shot that you're trying to take. You could do it with both rifles, but it just has to do with whether or not you want the speed and kinetic energy as well as the knockdown power, or just the speed and the accuracy of the 223. Because one is going to have more knockdown power and more kinetic energy versus the other one. And that's going to be the 22-250. It's going to hit weight, and that's going to be the 22-250. It's going to hit way harder than the 223. And I think that's it. Everything else will be exactly the same. You'll be able to get vitals, you know, you'll be able to take 300-400 yard shots. You'll still get a single lung hit, but I think the 22-250 is just going to take them down a little bit quicker and have more knockdown power. That's it. That is all she wrote. What? Are you kidding me? Did we hit it in the spine? Okay. Well, luckily that's the ending of the video. Because otherwise that'd be pretty embarrassing. I mean, we had to have hit in the spine. I was holding high because it was 290 yards out there. Yeah, I don't really know what happened, to be honest.